I have a theory on this Alastor and Husker situation, and I'm going to also post some theories about Hazbin Hotel on YouTube as well. I'm just going to make my platform a theory channel, most likely in honor of game theory. So, here we go. Lilith has his soul. It owns the soul. Here's why. Lilith, he stole his soul with Lilith. Here's why. Years ago, we found out that Vox defeated him. But in my opinion, Vox had help. And it's pointed out that he wouldn't be in the position he was thanks to the other two. Which might be referencing to the fight as well. If you think about it. Because Alastor possibly was close to winning against Vox. And the Velvet helped Vox, and then Alastor gets mortally wounded. And then Lilith finds him, heals him up, and then helps him get stronger. 7 years later. 7 years later, Charlie explains her idea with the hotel. Well, Lucifer doesn't agree with it, but Lilith is like, oh, this is the dream I had, and she's representing it like this. And then realizes, what if someone goes after her because of this thing? Because she knows there's going to be some sinners that will probably try to hurt or destroy Charlie's dream. Or the exterminators would possibly hurt or try destroying that said hotel, or try hurting Alastor or Charlie in the process. Because again, we've seen that the Adam and the other exterminator does not give a crap whatsoever until they just give a crap about getting what they want. Anyway, so Lilith thinks about it and is like, wait a minute, I have one guy that can help. Lilith goes to Alastor and explains to him, I will give you power on one condition. You protect my daughter, and you protect her hotel, and the patrons, and the workers, anyone that's in there, stays in that hotel or works in that hotel. You have to protect the hotel, its occupants, and my daughter. Alastor thinks it over. He's like, you know what? Sure. Deal. Makes the deal. Now he's on the leash because of Lilith. So to say, from episode 5, because of episode 5, of what Oscar said in episode 5. Later on, Charlie makes a phone call to her mom. Voice message to her mom, most likely. Well, actually, is a voice message. She then hangs up. Not even a moment later, Alastor appears. Why would a demon like Alastor care about the idea of redemption? Or care about something like this? The radio demon that's broadcasted his carnage for years. And we also learned a little bit more about him, thankfully, in episode 5 as well, but that's another video for another time. And then he shows up, as soon as he shows up at the hotel, it's like, we learned a little bit more about him and see here that he's one of the most, he took over ancient overlords. We learn more about that in episode 5 of the actual series. But why would a demon like Alastor come to the hotel in the first place? It's because of Lilith. Because of the deal that he possibly Lilith for power that he can gain. So if something like the V situation that he had to deal with like years ago doesn't happen again, but thanks to having Lilith be the one to deal with or give him said power, he possibly could protect the hotel from the exterminators later on in the series. Because we learn in episode 6, we got like, what, a month left until they appear? Which probably is gonna be possibly next episode's like a few weeks, I'm betting, before they appear. But once Alastor appears, he protects the hotel from Serpentius, and then a week later protects it from Serpentius, and then protects it from getting spied on by Vox and the V's, which possibly makes him hate them more. Most unlikely, because I would be like, what the heck are you doing? And then just hated him even more. And later on, we see him deal with the loan sharks that Mimsy brought to the hotel because she brought her troubles to the hotel, and we learn that she's normally does that with Alastor, and that possibly annoys him. He probably doesn't like being used like that, let alone the fact that she brought it to the hotel possibly annoyed him way more than it should. Like, way more. When she takes out the anger and the frustration that he got from Husker and mentioning he's possibly under Lilith, or on a leash because of Lilith, and because of Mimsy doing this again and then bringing it to the hotel that he made the deal with Lilith to protect. He gets angry at Mimsy and tells her, "You can return if you have the idea of redemption," which we learn that she does not agree with. Possibly isn't like that. Technically telling her, do not ever do this again. If you want to hang out at the hotel, it better be because you wanted to redeem yourself. And then, before that, we learn that Alastor sees Charlie as a daughter. Who else? Come on. Lilith is Charlie's mother. And I'm pretty sure we learned in episode 5 that Lucifer and her are separated. So Alastor then sees Charlie's a daughter because he was growing a bond with her and seeing her as a daughter, because we also know that he sees Nifty as his own child as well. Coincidence? Or I don't think so. What do you guys think?